Hello everyone, and welcome back to another YouTube video. And today I'm going to be telling you how to make custom maps for if you want to make posters or control panels or screens. Anything you want to make, you can make it with these custom maps. It's actually really cool. You probably noticed that today I don't look like myself. I don't have my skin on. I'm just Steve. And that's because, well, you're the one that wants to build this, so I decided to build it from your perspective. So today you're going to see yourself build a custom map. That is, of course, unless you're not Steve, in which case, yeah, most people aren't Steve. Oh well. I'm you, just remember that. This from now on is your skin. So let's get into it. The first step is to find your area that you want to build your custom map in. Make sure it's nice, big, clear, flatten it out if you want, or just build your map a little higher. And then, what you have to do is make your map. So here we go, got map, and you can see it's just a big empty green square. Perfect. All you have to do is open your inventory, grab the map, and pop it in your offhand slot. Once you have it in your offhand slot, you want to grab something to mark out the area. So you want to go along and just mark out the outside edge of the map. Something that some of you may have noticed as I'm doing this is that I've got some weird icons at the bottom right and left of the screen. And, well, some of you might be used to them, but others might be wondering why they're there. And that's because today I'm playing using an Xbox controller. Because what some people don't realize is you can plug an Xbox controller into a computer and use it like an Xbox. I mean, it makes sense, because they're both made by Microsoft, but anyway, it's just an interesting thing that you can use a controller for your computer. So you can see here, I'm nearly at the end. I think that was the last block in this direction. So now you've got one side marked out. You just have to continue, go on, and do every other side too. Hopefully, once you've got all the sides, we can move on to the next step. There we are, one fully outlined square. The next step is to go ahead and fill out the inside of the square with your base layer. Now my base layer is going to be, I haven't actually decided. Let's go green. Okay, my base layer is going to be green. And you can see I'm just adding these little corners just because I actually want to keep, I want to keep this outline. It looks good. I'm going to add these little corners just to add some detail. Then I'm going to fill in the base layer green. Okay, I know that some of you are probably screaming at me right now, but Edward, the ground already is green. And yeah, I just realized that it literally makes no difference. Okay, it makes a tiny bit of difference, but I don't think it really matters. So I'm just going to keep it grass. But if you want this to be a different color, all you've got to do is make it a different color. And you can see, there you go, say I wanted green. Yeah, you can't even really see that. That isn't going to make a difference at all. One thing that I will say is sometimes holes show up really well. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes you put a little hole and it will show up on the map. See there? That hole's showing up. But I fill it in and it doesn't show up. Sometimes holes show up, sometimes they don't. That hole didn't make a difference to the map. But that one didn't either. Like this one. There you go. Now you've got a hole. Maybe they've got to be 2 blocks big. There you go. See? That hole showed up on the map. So some holes do. So just make sure you don't leave any holes. The other thing is that if you put too many raised things, you can see. Okay, apparently you can't see. But if I put it here, there you go. I'm doing it the wrong way. That a shadow goes underneath it. So if you just are going to have a small amount of detail, make sure that you have it inset, because otherwise you'll get shadows. So now I just have to go ahead and finish these corners, and I can get straight into designing my design, which sounds weird because I used the word design twice. There's probably a better way of saying that, but I don't know it. That's basically the middle. I know it's not a proper way of finding the middle, but on something this big, unless you're doing something really detailed and intricate, it doesn't matter all that much. I mean, some people would kill me for saying that, but I find it's true. So the next step, of course, is to think about what your internal design's actually going to look like. I've kind of just been winging it up to this point. You should never do that. Don't do what I did, because winging it's bad. But what I'm now going to do is, I now know what I'm going to do. So what I need to start off with is probably, I don't know, what colours do I need? Right, I'm going to start making it. Right, and there you have it. I've finished filling in the map, and yeah, I think it's pretty accurate. For those of you who are new to the channel and haven't actually seen my avatar, because I'm not using my avatar at the moment, because I'm being you building this, remember? But for those of you who haven't seen my avatar, that's a pretty accurate, yeah, that's a pretty accurate drawing of me. Drawing? You're not really drawing, are you? You're placing blocks. Blocking? I don't know. But that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. You see I've got my map in my hand, which means that now all we need is an item frame. We can go put it on a wall. Here we are, 1.5 hours in, and I now have another picture to add to my collection of pictures. So here we go. Take another photo to our gallery here. And that's quite good. Quite accurate to my actual avatar. Yeah. So there you go. If you're still listening now, it means you watched the whole way through, which means that hopefully I wasn't too boring. And now we have another picture, or you do, because that's why I'm Steve. Because I'm being you making these pictures. And I hope you do make some custom pictures for your house or whatever you're going to use them for. I don't really know. Like, there are lots of uses to these. Oh, you could custom tablecloth, paintings, screens. If you're going to have a computer, whatever you want, you can just make it using these maps. Sorry, having a hard time with words. So there you have it. This one took me, well, 1.5 hours to make. So it does take a little bit of time. But I think these end results are worth it. Well, in my opinion, they are. You might not like it. You might think that this is a waste of time, when you could just go into your inventory and go grab a painting and plop it down. And look at that, I've got a painting, but I just think it's really cool to be able to make your own. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I guess, if I can get out of that, I guess I'm going to have to see you next time. Bye!